Or a virus, it'll be terror attacks globally all over the place in the Western world. Who knows? I don't know what it's going to be. But I think that is the globalists' only option, because you're seeing it in other countries. Like other countries that were, like Argentina was a very left-leaning country for a long time. Guess who just won? The most right-wing radical motherfucker that ever walked the planet. That guy is nuts. Literally walked around the city with a chainsaw. Go look at the videos. He literally walked around with a running chainsaw and he said, I'm gonna use this chainsaw to cut up the government. That motherfucker won the election in Argentina. People are waking up to the fact that liberal policies don't work, right? And there's some great liberal people, right? But the policies aren't working for the majority of people. Socialism does not work. Socialism puts more people into poverty than any type of form of government ever on the planet. There's a reason why it's never worked, right? So I think that if a black swan thing happens, it will happen before the election, and it'll happen a couple months before the election or a month before the election, and they're gonna try to stop the election altogether. I think that's the only thing that they can do, because if they don't and Trump wins, it's gonna be like the revenge tour. Like, regardless, he's gonna do good things for the country, but a lot of his time's gonna be spent putting people away that came after him. And although that's not necessarily what I want the country to just heal and us to come together. You know, at the same time, some of these people really like they're evil, like the Clintons. They're evil people. So, anyways, that's my opinion. Great liberal people wear. My uncle's a good guy and he's a liberal. GRT, the graph will do awesome. Yes, I am at Lifetime. If anybody ever wants to come shake my hand, I am at the Lifetime. I work at the Lifetime in, oh my God, Parker, Colorado. If you know Colorado, Parker's a beautiful area. We bought a house like 15 minutes from the gym here. Just a good place to raise a family. Yeah, anyways. Elon meme coins made me rich, and they will make you rich again. You're in Centennial, fuck Polis. Hell yeah, he's a douchebag. So true, we think alike, blah, 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 okay. So I mean, a lot of you are on the same page as me. But I mean, if you're in crypto, it's because you like freedom, right? So, you know, if you like freedom, then you probably don't like Joe Biden. And again, whether you like Trump or not, it's not about Trump. I mean, I think honestly, the best president that we could have is Kennedy. I think Kennedy is the only president that can actually unite the country, but I don't think he's going to win. I think that Trump has a big enough base, and Kennedy's going to take votes away from Biden, and that's why Trump's going to win, unless they do something like we don't have an election at all for whatever reason. But if I had to choose between the two of them, and I was thinking like, okay, well, Trump's going to make sure the economy is going to boom with Trump, right? Most likely, unless they try to do some bullshit again. But the economy will boom with Trump. Kennedy, the economy will do okay, but the world will become a better place with Kennedy. Whereas, and not to say that Trump hasn't done good things. I mean, he was the first president to not start a war in fucking forever. That's a fact. But I think Kennedy, I've always been a big fan of the Kennedys, right? There's a reason why the Kennedys were assassinated. All of them were fucking killed. Like, there's a reason why they haven't released who killed Kennedy or the papers or the fucking documents on Kennedy. So, God, I'm gonna get kicked off alive for saying this shit. They're gonna come after me. I am not suicidal, I promise you guys. I am not suicidal. Those of you that understand what I'm saying, you understand. Anyways. All right, let's see. Anyways, back to crypto. 30 million market cap, no, just GME. So after the halving, where do you see the price for 2024 and then price after Black Swan? If we have a Black Swan. I mean, if we have a Black Swan, you could see Bitcoin go to like 10 grand. But even if that happens, like, do you guys remember the last Black Swan, which was COVID? I remember where I was. I was in Hancock, Massachusetts. I was staying in a suite and I was snowboarding at Jiminy Peak in Hancock, Massachusetts. And I remember exactly where I was when it happened. I was in my truck and I was getting ready in the morning to go snowboarding, and the markets opened and Bitcoin went all the way to $3,000. And I bought a ton of them. I took everything I had and bought a bunch of Bitcoin. And because it shot right back up and everything was fine like a week later. So a black swan, I'm not too worried about it. The only thing that really worries me is if like some type of EMP shit goes off. Then it's like, god damn, but I got enough water and food and guns and ammo to last like 3 years, so I'm not worried about that. But you guys are getting all conspiracy on me. I want to stay away from this shit. So